the understanding, the study comes back to what is here now. Otherwise, one just keeps thinking about one's experience last night. Life is just in this very moment. So there has to be the beginning to understand just what is here now.
Ajahn, any further you would like to comment on?
We talk a lot about what is there in a moment, but what is there now?
Mm-hmm.
What about the understanding of we have heard about it? So no matter how much we listened and thought about, without understanding the very precious moment from hearing, considering, it has to be moment of understanding what is there as we have heard. That's why we understand that never enough development of understanding to understand the truth of what is there right now. What is always forgotten is all dhammas, whatever it is anatta, no one there and no thing there. So what is it? Not to be anything. That's why we talk just about seeing again and again, hearing again and again, what is there now again and again, to be conditioned, to begin to understand that what we heard is not moment of understand the truth, the nature of that which is now appearing. But without more understanding of what is heard, how can they be conditioned to understand that even right now it's there as we have heard, but it does not appear to right understanding to understand it as it is, because understanding at that level is not enough. So the teaching of the enlightened one is not just to be heard and understood by way of just listening and hearing and considering. It has to develop more and more to understand the truth. Is this right? Hearing about it is not moment of understanding the nature of it. Learn to have more confidence of the truth. That is as what we have learned, but it does not appear as we have learned yet. Buddha had enlightened the ultimate truth of this very moment. So he thought about each moment so very deep, but it's there as it is. No one can change it. That is the understanding of anatta, beginning to understand it. Actually, there's no one and no thing, but there are different realities. We can talk about the truth of seeing or hearing or whatever, but what about the understanding and the direct experiencing of the truth? So far away. But without any understanding of what is there, how can it appear as it is? It can appear to right understanding only because even it's now so true, but no understanding of it to understand each one as that which arises and falls away in split seconds. Nothing to be done, nothing can be done, but it's there already by conditions. To learn to understand, to let go the idea of self, just want to experience it, even just that idea is wrong. So one has to understand from the very beginning, what is the purpose, what is the point of listening to what is there now appearing. Not just to understand the story about it, but to understand that it's there appearing by conditions, condition it to arise, to see, and then gone. Right now, instantly. Without firm confidence of the value of understanding of what is taught now, that it can condition moment of beginning to understand what is there now, which can be directly experienced when there is enough understanding. So how long it will take to have firm confidence of anatta-ness of whatever is there now? Each moment. The truth is that whatever is there appearing arises and falls away instantly.
Ajahn, I lost what you were saying.
I just talk about the truth right now. Can it be known without further more understanding and more confidence of the truth? Is there other way? Try to understand it or listen more at moment of understanding. It's the path, right path to understand it clearer and clearer, very, very slowly, very natural and unknowingly until it's there at that level of beginning to be aware of that which is there now, as it is, little by little. And how can it be as truly, naturally as it is? Is there any way? If one tries to have one's own way, is it wrong or right? Without understanding. So only understanding itself make way to understand the truth. Even it's there right now. And the natural way is understanding the word about it, the truth about it. And that's not me. It's a moment of listening and understanding. Otherwise, there cannot be a moment of letting go to cling to what would be there by one's thought or desire. So Buddha taught about the subtlety of what is there right now, because it arises and falls away in split second from moment to moment. So how can each reality be known as different ones? For example, seeing right now and the object which is seen gone instantly, what follows? Who knows? And Buddha taught about what is there after seeing it, the process of seeing on and on, ignorance, no understanding of what is there as it is at all. Is there ignorance now? It has to be one's own consider to understand whether it's right or wrong. So to be truthful to the truth, is there ignorance at the moment of seeing? See, without understanding this, how can one understand what is meant by ignorance? So, is there ignorance now after seeing? See, and what's the word of the Buddha? Avijjasva is not just the word, it's there to be known that there is avijja, because there's no understanding of seeing. And who knows what is there too? Not only avijja. And who knows, it's not only avijjasara. There's also the reality which is Āsava, so very slight and so very deep too. Follow that seeing instantly. We have heard a lot about Āsava, but just forget. No thought about it. Even we are going to talk about it. So what is there too? Not just avijjasava. Those who read about it, is there any memory of what has been read? To begin to understand how deep and subtle each reality is, even if there is not known, even it appears no understanding of it, because of Āsava. So Āsava is not in the book, it's not in the text, but each word of what Buddha said just pointed to what is there right now, which has to be known. Otherwise, ignorance is there. And not only ignorance, what else as Āsava? If he didn't say about it, can anyone know? Those who have heard about it, can it be conditioned to think about it, to begin not to forget about it? The other Āsava, what is it? One by one. And it's now the way to understand it, because not forget about what is there, which is so deep.